Oh, man. Well, Tony, back again. Another big fight, of course, that everybody's looking forward to. I guess, what's the energy? It seems pretty upbeat right now. What's the energy for you ahead of this one?
Oh man, it feels great. I just got back from Big Bear. It was a really good camp. I put on some new muscle. I didn't think I could be possible, but leg day, I understand why everybody avoids that shit now.
Nice. Listen, you're a much beloved figure in the sport, man. I know there was an arrest in May, and people were kind of worried about you. What's his health like? What's his life like? What can you say about that, and kind of where you are overall?
Well, I'm going to be real with you. There's a whole bunch of slander and a whole bunch of shit that probably shouldn't have been down, but you know what I mean? There's going to be some lawsuits and some other shit that's going down, so you guys really want to get into it. I've always taken heat from the media. I've always taken heat from the media, and now I'm telling you guys, which is funny, you want to laugh about it, which is kind of cool, but you guys weren't there. I was there. So I know what the fuck's going on. I pay attention to what I fucking had to do, and I'm going to be real with you. I'm here at UFC 291 because I asked for this fight. Now, I never really asked for fights because I'm always just getting handed shit, or I'm always getting handed shit. I'm cool, though. I'm going to be real with you. I feel really fucking good. I went out there and I trained my ass off. I made it possible because I trusted my team to get me there. I brought my coach in from Grand Valley State University, which has been my coach for 18 years. So he regulated my recovery, regulated my output and everything else we needed to. And we're out there scouting bear. I don't know if you guys see my pages and stuff, but we had a bear that was around our camp, right? And so I ended up deciding to fucking go and track it down. So we found his water hole. We found everything else like that. I'm a hunter. You guys don't really realize that. I started hunting when I was little, but I just don't like to kill shit. I like to track. And Bobby, I utilized this whole entire camp to be like a sniper. You got to find your in, you got to find your out, and you got to fucking have your out, and you have to make sure that you're going to get the job done. So I'm out there doing my shit right now, and I'm very well conditioned. So if you don't like to hear what the fuck I have to say, so fuck you.
When you say you're tracking a bear, were you out there like with weapons or anything? Or are you just out there hands and feet and...
It's blades and shades. I don't fuck around. I have to protect my camp. So when I'm out there, and my family was out there too, and they went and they walked. I had my wife and my kid. It used to be funny when we used to say, hey, you know what, if you guys have a chance, you see a bear, run down the hill as fast as you can. Well, it turned into reality when my guy over here, he rolled in, right? And it was the same time when he rolled in, it was the same time I saw the bear. And we scouted him, and I ended up doing it like, you know topography maps, right? Yeah, fuck regular maps. Topography maps is where it's at. You can tell elevation, everything. I found his water table, and I found where he was sitting, and that was by my other house. With my coach, I was like, let's scout him. And my coach just got back from Africa and hunting, and he just killed a couple wildebeest and some sables and some other shit. And that's where my trip is going to be next. And so it's a little different, man. I told him, I was like, let's go bait this bear, and we actually did, and we caught him in our trash. It was funny as fuck.
I mean, does anybody say, how about we just stay inside, Tony, and not do that?
No, because immediately, as soon as we saw it, what do? I made everybody go for a walk with me.
Bobby Green, veteran of the sport, obviously entertaining style. I mean, what are you expecting? The way you guys match up, it seems like it could be a pretty wild fight in there.
I think he's a confused individual. I think he doesn't know what the hell that guy's going to expect from me. You know, that type of guy is kind of that one where you really don't understand it. He texted me on Father's Day, and it said, maybe Bobby Green. I already knew it. I already had his contact. So before, we had the same sponsor from King of the Cage a long time ago. I met him, and he was with his lady. And I had no animosity. It was just cool. And then he texted me on Father's Day when I'm enjoying my family time, saying, hey, is this El Cucuy? Happy Father's Day, I told him. I already knew it was him. And then he said, beforehand, I texted him. He texted me twice more. And he said, hey, yo, this is your opponent. I already knew. But afterwards, he said, Happy Father's Day. Now, I'm not going to call him a bitch ass, but I just saw him in the lobby not too long ago. Mr. Flashy. It's cool, it's your thing, it's your key, I get you. But when he saw me, he looked like he saw the fourth horseman of death. It was kind of fucking crazy. And I explained to people too, when people get quiet, when you walk into a room, it's different when you have to demand presence, but I don't really demand presence, but everybody gets fucking quiet when I walk into a room. That dude was really quiet. I did everything I needed to do in order to get Khabib back, but he ran away like a pussy. So, fuck you, Khabib.
This was his last season. You were going to coach it against Khabib?
Yeah, you guys didn't even know that, did you?
Nope.
No, nobody knew that shit, but that's the behind-the-scenes type of stuff. That's the kind of talks that I have with the brass. That's the kind of talks that I have that you guys have no idea what relationship that I have with them. And it's cool as fuck because when you're clutch like me, you get to kind of talk a little bit.
And lastly, what about Nate, the guy you said, you slapped him on the ass and sent him away? He's now fighting Jake Paul. Do you think you set him out with a victory to get against Jake, or do you think he might...
I hope they knock each other the fuck out. I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't give a fuck. They wanted me to do some betting thing to get paid through sponsor, talk about the fight. I hope they knock each other the fuck out. I hope they make money doing it, and I hope that the next generation is not a bunch of pussies, that they follow the suit that I'm following, because I got a lot of these older dudes like Don Fry, Chuck Liddell that are looking to me to carry that that flag and then one day pass it on, but it ain't happening any fucking time soon.
Do you also hope Dustin and Justin knock each other the fuck out?
Absolutely. Double knockout, bitches. That's fucked up.